Hello and welcome to Making an Argument. I'm Dr. Rick Merritt, Professor of Speech at Northeast State Community College. Today we are going to discuss the very basics you need to have a formal argument. The first thing you need is an issue. Today we're going to look at that age-old question, are cats or dogs better pets? To make this a formal argument, we need to come up with a claim. In other words, we need to pick one of humankind's longtime companions and claim they are the better pet. So for sake of this argument, pun is intended, I selected the claim cats are better pets than dogs. We need to provide some definitions. What are cats and what are dogs? You may think that's silly. We all know that cats are the nice fuzzy house cats and dogs are domesticated animals. However, it could be argued lions are cats and wolves are ancestors of dogs. However, for sake of this argument, to keep it simple, wolves are not dogs, lions are not cats. Now we also have to define the term better. And in this particular situation, we want to define it as the most benefits accruing to the owner. Now that we have our argument, we have our definitions, we need to have some reasons to support our claim. My first reason is that cats are more lovable, and that's clearly visible by these pictures. However, that's not enough. This lovable nature provides health benefits. A study conducted by researchers from the University of Minnesota showed that people who owned cats were 40% less likely to die of a heart attack than those who never owned a cat. Numerous studies have suggested that pets, including cats, dogs, and other animals, are capable of reducing stress in human companions. But while cats and dogs share all kinds of similar health benefits for their humans, in this particular study, dog owners did not seem to enjoy the same benefits as cat owners. The second reason why cats are better than dogs is that they're easier to take care of. Looking at these photos, it's quite clear that cats are easier to take care of. Wave a plant at a cat and it's instant cat happiness. Dogs, on the other hand, can leave you a tangled mess. Beyond the ease of care, though, is the cost of care. According to the ASPCA, owning a cat instead of a dog could save you a minimum of $300 to $800 a year, probably even more, because dogs are bigger than cats on average and are likely to run up higher food bills as a result. They also tend to require more toys, supplies, and services than cats, including crates, leashes, collars, and training classes. Routine veterinary expenses tend to be higher for dogs than for cats. And the ASPCA doesn't even factor in expenses such as boarding or dog walking when the pet owners are away, expenses which are often bigger for dogs than for cats. So, there's my argument. However, it's also good to recognize the other side in your argument as well. We call this a rebuttal, and it adds credibility to your argument and gives a fair view of the opposite side when no one's arguing against you. As we can see in the photos, it appears that dogs do tend to help people more than cats. This cat does not seem to be helpful at all. And to be fair, dogs are valuable in our society. For example, there are the service dogs. According to the American Humane Society, there are approximately 20,000 service dogs in the United States, which includes 10,000 guide dogs. A service animal is any dog that is individually trained to do work or perform tasks that benefit an individual with a disability. After the rebuttals, we conclude that with the reasons to accept our argument. In this case, I'll call them voters. That's because that's what we're going to use in our formal arguments later in the class. The first reason to vote for cats is that they help humans live longer and they're a benefit to humans. The second is they cost less. While dogs are valuable members of society, and through service dogs they do help people, overall, cats are better than dogs. So, there's my argument. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something along the way. This is Dr. Rick Merritt, signing off.